What's going on YouTube? QKG here, and today I'm actually going to be reviewing Quantum Break, and I'm going to be reviewing the PC version. Now, of course, everybody was hyping this game up. It was going to be Xbox's new standalone IP that they're going to have exclusive to their console, and then those people got mad because it came on PC. But of course, it's out there for more people to play. So if you've got Windows 10, the operating system, that's free. It's gonna be free until July. I think you can definitely download it through there, or you have an Xbox One, you can play it through there. But does this game live up to its hype? Is this game that one new IP that beats all? I'm about to find out in today's review. Let's go ahead and jump into this thing. Boy!
Joyce.
Where is he? Where's my brother?
They're taking him to the library. You might still be able to catch them.
Why are you helping me? You're with them.
It's more complicated than... Look, I don't know if you can make it, but you should hurry.
So Quantum Break is the new IP, the latest IP that's actually been developed by Remedy Games and Microsoft Studios. Well, mainly the publisher. But pretty much what Remedy Games is, if you guys don't know who Remedy Games are, they've made games like Max Payne, and they've made Alan Wake, and those are actually very story-rich games, but at the same time, they've made a very good mix of very, very good action and a very good story. And that's what it seems like Quantum Break is, the newest IP and pretty much the newest idea, and something that they actually wanted to go along with, which is actually tied into its first announcement trailer back when the Xbox One first got announced, and that was actually going to be pretty much, it looked like a live action TV show, but it was a video game. After playing Quantum Break, I see the connection between those two. If you're somebody that wants to speedrun the game, I highly recommend that you do not play this game. Yes, the game has amazing gameplay, I've been enjoying it, but at the same time, this is one of those story-rich games that you're going to have to pay attention to. And also, Quantum Break is going to be the newest IP, like I said, from Microsoft, so we're actually going to see maybe a whole lot more, because actually, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but we're just going to say that the game ends on a cliffhanger, in a way. Either it's going to support DLC, which they actually have not even announced at all, or there could be like an expansion pack, or it can actually just be a whole other title. So pretty much let's just get started with this game. So pretty much the story for Quantum Break is that first off, the story of the game starts out, you were Jack Joyce and you were coming to visit your friend Paul Serene, and pretty much you're actually going to see exactly what he needs help on. He doesn't necessarily tell you, but Paul Serene is actually a very intelligent scientist that is actually working on quantum physics. And guess what? Time machine. It's actually working on a full-fledged time machine, and just before they're about to actually set in motion seeing what the future holds in store, that's when Jack's brother, William Joyce, actually steps in and decides that maybe this is not going to go how it's going to plan. He keeps saying these things like, I've already seen it happen, we got to stop it before it happens. But that's the main thing of the story, is it's already set in the future. Like, you can't change the past even if you go back to try to change anything, because it's already been set in motion. So anything you think about now is not going to affect the outcome, because either you've done it at some point in there, or it's just a crazy way of how it works. And I actually like that idea, because there's many games that have dealt with time travel, like Prince of Persia, where your recall system actually helps you change either if you mess up something or anything like that. But in Quantum Break, there actually aren't separate endings. There's actually one set ending, but there's also different junctions that you do in the story. And these actually change the tide of what's going to happen in the story. But you actually make these choices as the main antagonist, which is actually Paul Serene. So the main villain of the game, you actually do the junctions through him. And what's pretty good about it is that he already knows what's going to happen, because he always says it, I've already seen it, I've already seen it. And they say this stuff so many times throughout the story, and it just kind of clicks in your head around the ending. But of course, if you do want to know more about the story just besides playing the game, because it only has 5 acts, they have a live action TV show that actually plays out of every act. I do recommend that you watch that if you want to know more of the story, but if you're one of run through the game, you're gonna find out something that I found out, not because I even skipped the cutscene, just because I played this game on and off for about a couple days. This game is very, very, very short. The game is extremely short. There's only 5 acts. You can complete the act within barely an hour. And that was just the main problem with this game when it comes to the story, was the fact that it was too short. Of course, they want you to go back through the game to see if you can change any junctions, to see if it changes anything within the story, or to see if anything happens with the live action series, because the choices you make affect the live action series and the game itself too. But other than that, that's pretty much the main issue with the story, is that this crap is too short. They needed to at least extend it a little bit longer to give this game a little bit more leverage, or give it some more replay value. Yes, you can do the different junctions and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's just too short. And then also, let's move on to the gameplay. The gameplay is actually a Max Payne style shooting with OP abilities. Like the bullet time was your power for Max Payne, using light was your power in Alan Wake, and now the power of time manipulation is actually in Quantum Break. And of course, I love the fact that the gameplay is still a third-person shooter, and it's not really a cover-based shooter because he automatically goes into cover, so it's not like The Division or Gears of War where you press a button and take cover, because that's actually not what they want you to do. They want you to use your time dash, use your time rush, use your shields, use your quantum bombs, use your time stops, use your powers to actually make sure that you actually have the advantage. And to tell you the truth, you're going to have the clear advantage if you are using your powers, because your powers are OP. It is a little bit easy for the overall game if you play it on normal. It's extremely easy. It felt like I was playing on easy difficulty. There was a few times where I died. That's only because you didn't know that you had to go behind an enemy. But of course, the game felt like it was a little bit too easy. I would recommend bumping up either the settings on it, or like I said, if you want to play it for the story, that would definitely do that as well. But the overall game felt too easy. Felt like your powers were OP. But at the same time, it felt like there needed to be a little bit more action. I love the fact that when you get into gunfights, it's amazing. But I did feel like there needed to be a little bit more, like maybe with your time rush, throw some QTEs in there, like some quick time events. Throw those in there where you're doing melee hits, and then your time is completely stopped. Do some melee hits here and there, and then as time comes back, they're actually feeling the effects of your hits and punches and stuff. I felt like that would have been a nice touch, but of course, they're definitely gonna have to either implement something like that in the next game if they're gonna do it, because clearly that's what they're gonna end up doing. But yeah, I felt like there needed to be a little bit more action besides just shoot, dash, time stop, and stuff like that. I felt like there needed to be just a little bit more. Now, last thing, we're actually going to talk about the performance before I wrap up this review. And to tell you the truth, it actually runs good on the R9 280. I have an overclocked edition. It's like a 3GB graphics card, but it runs pretty good. Don't let the system requirements scare you. When they're talking about running it at ultra settings, those are at like 4K settings that they want you to run it at. And that means you have to have a 4K monitor for it. But other than that, I've pretty much been enjoying it. It runs good. It has its issues. It will have its stutters. It will have its issues where it decides it wants to completely take my jacket and shake the entire time. And then also there's this weird instance where whenever you're actually in light, it'll show these weird spots on your jacket. So it actually has blurry pixelation at times, because it feels like when you up the resolution, it really doesn't affect it, because it feels like it's at a native 720p resolution, and even if you bump it up, it seems like it doesn't work that well. So when it comes to performance, it runs good, but it has those issues to where it looks blurry. I thought it was either, I was like, is my rig not powerful enough to handle this crap? I'm like, I didn't understand. But other than that, its performance, it definitely needs a patch. I would definitely say that. It definitely needs a patch, and it's been running okay for the most part, but definitely needs to fix those issues. Alright guys, so if I was to definitely rate this game, I was to definitely rate Quantum Break, because I've actually enjoyed the game very, very well. I thought the campaign was, or the story mode itself was just amazing, but it was way too short. Way too short! But I would definitely have to say, I would definitely rate this game a solid, off the top of my head, 7 out of 10. Definitely rated a 7 out of 10. It was good. I love the fact that the junctions in the game change entirely the story. But then also the story has to pick up for a little bit. It didn't really keep me on the edge the entire time until it got to the middle and of course the end. But other than that, gameplay was solid, story was great, performance was but it was just way too short. That's my main gripe of the game. It was way too short. Acting was great, best thing about the game. So yeah, I would definitely recommend at a $60 price tag. To tell you the truth, I can't recommend this game at a $60 price tag. The story is way too great, but if you're looking for replay value or anything like that, don't even do it. But if this game went down like 40 or 45 or something like that, then I'll recommend it. But wait for the price drop to come out, which probably won't happen anytime soon, especially on PC. Look for it on Xbox One. So I thank you guys for tuning in. This is Quentin with Quentin Knows Games, and peace out.